Self-awareness and personal growth are two of the most important practices. I love to travel to discover. I love to travel to learn something new. And I love to learn something about myself everywhere I go. There has been no place in the world that has stirred my soul more than the birthplace of my father. Follow me to Camh, Vietnam for a family trip. Being biracial is a beautiful but complex part of my identity. I primarily grew up with my amazing mother who was estranged from her family. My father's side has always been very involved in my life. My family are refugees from the Vietnam War. I have 8 aunties and uncles and an awesome set of grandparents. I've been to Vietnam before, last time without a camera so that I could truly capture the feeling of presence. This time, I wanted to capture the same feeling for my future generations to see through my eyes, to pay homage to the past and present, with a couple of laughs along the way. In Vietnam, fresh food is everywhere. That's the best part. There's always a local market or fruit or vegetable that you've never tried before. The traffic is insane. Mopeds are standard transportation. It's scary at first, but you get used to it. When you cross the street, you just have to walk with confidence. If you hesitate, you'll get hit. It's normal for babies to be on bikes, and it's normal for kids to drive them. Most of the time, there's no stop signs or stop lights. There's no traffic guards. People just respect each other's space and respect each other in the way they move. My dad likes to ding out, which means eat and drink all day. It's pretty traditional among most men. He likes to eat outlandish things that nobody would ever try back in America.
Ball.
You're about to eat a balls of a bull?
Right, the ball with the ball.
All right, let's see you do it.
No. Didn't do okay. No problem. Just.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Remember that thing on Fear Factor? This is a half-developed duck egg. It's a staple in Vietnamese food.
The juice is good. Yeah. The whole thing, baby.
Did I mention my dad likes to drink? And drink, and drink, and drink. My dad says this woman has been making these same banh mi sandwiches in the same spot for 15 to 20 years. Seeing my dad relive his childhood was my favorite thing about the trip. I'll let him tell you how it was to grow up in Vietnam.
Everybody should know where they come from, and that's why I came here. This used to be our grandpa gas station, and it's not the same anymore, but it's just the same gas station, the same location. When I was little, I would used to climb up a tree like this, and then take a dump. And then
What?
we climb up the tree and take a dump, and then use the leaves to clean up the butt. That's terrible. That's just the way it is. Everything seemed huge when we was little. We walk all the way down to climb up the mountain. Yeah, so I really like it here when I was little. This is all the great grandpa and everybody live here. This is what they all live here. Your grandmother used to live here too. This is the water. This bring a lot of money for a great grandpa. This well. I remember sitting there, you have a stomach bone in there, and it looked gross, but I just pulled it out. This is where I put the one. I was so scared, I remember. I was so scared.
Being in the countryside of Vietnam is 10 times different than it is being in the city. If you go to Vietnam, you have to try both. The countryside is quiet, it's beautiful, and people are so friendly. There's a sort of magic in the country that you can't find in the city. From the springs, to the sounds, to the fresh air. totally worth a visit. The next day, we decided to go see the fishermen, but from a first-hand look. Luckily, one of my dad's friends used to be a fisherman, so we got to actually go out on one of the houseboats. And then we did what we always do. We prepared the food together. We cooked together. We ate together. And we drank together.
Everything's fresh. You die like 2 seconds ago. Nothing can be fresher than this.
My dad has always been a big kid. He's 52 now, but he still somehow has the spirit of a little boy on an adventure.
That wasn't good. That was awful. I'm too tired. Too much drinking, too much smoking.
The coast of Vietnam is my favorite place, and I think it's the most beautiful. It's beautiful to see my people smiling, the countryside flourishing, and the economy moving forward after everything Vietnam has been through. We deserve this. My uncle was a prisoner of war for years. Now he's married to my aunt and gardens every day. There's so much beauty in the simple life, and so much to be appreciative of. My auntie Tay is the youngest of my grandmother's sisters. My Ba Noi is gone now, so seeing her always makes me a little emotional. She made us grandma's famous egg roll recipe, which is now a family tradition. It has been passed on to my dad, who's also passed it on to me and will be passed on to my own children one day. Home really is where the heart is. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our videos, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to follow us at Go Yo Go Go Go. There's more about Vietnam on our blog, www.yogococo.com.